nature is calling. If you're ready to listen.
This is Travelling Medicine, a space where we share life as it's actually lived. The travel, the food, the people, the laughter, and the quieter moments in between. We travel not just to see the world, but to feel it, to learn from different cultures, explore sacred spaces, and experience the medicine that shows up in everyday life. So take a breath, settle in, and travel with us.
It's not easy to articulate, but it has a lot to do with, I just threw out some concepts, I guess, that I've been like waving through around it all. It definitely connects back to nature. I think it allows the ego to dissolve for a little while. The protective part of you that needs to just kind of be that way for whatever reason they've got in your head. Yeah, and for a moment you like connect back in. If you allow it, because it's a big teacher of lessons as well. It's not just there to sort of chill you out, it teaches you. And it helps rewire those patterns in your head. Just allowing. But it definitely draws you back into yourself and into a connection with nature. And that's just all what the plant medicines do on one level. It's much bigger than that, but yeah, connection, love, all of that, all of those words, but in a really deep, connected way. So I think it reminds me of that. That's why I love it so much. It's like Mother Nature itself. That's why we call cannabis her. She's mother. She's the great creator, the great protector, the great teacher. If you allow her. I think cannabis is like a portal. It's like, a portal you can step through. Yeah, it's definitely like retraining your brain. So it's changed my life in that way, I guess. God, it's such a hard question to answer without going into like really deep thoughts. But yeah, because who knows what your life could have been? Life is as it is now. It's changed me. It's been a part of what was always going to happen, I guess. Well, it's definitely helped me appreciate nature a lot more. And I think that's the most profound change anyone can ever have, really, because nature is connected to everything. But yeah, I guess it's like a base foundation. Just being here. Feeling it all, sensing it all, recognizing all of it. I know this. That's why it feels like such a relief to be here. And people kind of just get their fix and then they go back to whatever they're doing. But it's such a forgiving space. It just gives. Where does that come from? You know, being so connected. Like we all are. It's like, yeah, it's not fully realized. I guess that's the breakthrough that I desire to connect with fully. To have that like pulsating through my veins. It's that connection. That connection I desire. Because it is.
Are you saying you desire what you already are?
Yeah. Yeah. Such a, yeah.
She's hanging out with Mama Cannabis.
Yeah.
And I'm hanging out with Mama Nature. And it turns out that there's a secret in the wind if you listen. There's a song in the animals' sounds if you know how to interpret. There's chaos in the waters if you can see close enough. Nature's calling if you're ready to listen.
No agenda, no rush, just space. The kind of stillness you don't have to create. It's already waiting. In this quiet, the body exhales, the nervous system settles, and awareness stretches out. Nothing needs to happen. Being here is enough.
Sometimes it's nice to overdo it with nature. Just to relax and chill and be one with it. Sometimes it's nice to invest in nature so you can always tap in and remember.
What we call a soul contract. This contract isn't something written on paper or decided consciously. It's an energetic understanding formed long before either of you were born into this life. Animals are not separate from us. They're living extensions of the same universal consciousness.
Alright, we just got done recording some of our audio, which I'll put a link in the description once it's available. And now we're going to go get some food.
Walking through this space was very refreshing. I'm sure you can get a sense of this feeling now.
Everything here is inspired by the nature here.
buddy. I don't know if I communicated correctly, but we're gonna find out.
Oh, yeah?
I asked for French fries. That's what I really want, but if it's not gonna come, it's not meant to be. You know, that's how I accept
It
it.
wasn't on the menu?
It's on the menu, but she pointed to steamed rice, and I was like, well, yeah, I do want one steamed rice with our green curry.
Yeah.
And yeah,
What do you think percentage alcohol this is?
4 or 5%. Seeing,
Okay. I'm just comparing it to this. This is like 3%. But this is yummy. Probably what I noticed about thinking for the future. And yeah, there's a bit of an ease around that now. Because all of these pieces of information are kind of like coming in and they're kind of there, but then it kind of gets put together a little bit in some moments. And it's like, okay, that's what it is. So it's all being there, just putting it together and feeling it. Yeah.
is there anything else you can say to that?
You want me to say more?
Yeah, I want you to like really tell me.
What I mean by it?
Before you started imbibing, what was your biggest fear?
Death. I would say death.
You thought you could die at some point?
That I didn't know what there was beyond here. Yeah. And I'm so aware of my being that I just can't believe that it's not going to be here one day. That kind of fear. Yeah. So yeah, I've carried that for a long time in my life. And don't get me wrong, like there's still that like, you know, absolute faith in that. But the concept of shit, we are actually everything and everywhere. You know, it's like it's just coming back to home. You know, that feels like right. So that was my biggest fear. Yeah. Yeah, I'd often ask, like, every now and then, like, people, like, have you ever thought of your own death? Have you ever thought about being scared of dying? And there's not a lot of people who have actually thought about it. They're like, no, I never think about my own death, or I never think about what it's going to be like dying. Like I've had a very, like, visceral feeling about just not being around anymore since I was like 10 years old. Like this thing that gripped me, like it's like is this it? I just couldn't grasp that I wouldn't be around anymore. Like that was it. Like what the yeah. And I don't know if that many people go through that. Maybe ones that are more the seekers, people who ask questions a little bit more. I don't know. Am I putting you to sleep?
Oh, I got some food here.
Oh, thank you.
Ah, beautiful. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. That's some rice. Some sort of.
So she's surprised because thank you so much. You can call it that. It's coconut soup.
Oh, it's a
and
soup.
green curry.
Okay.
Yeah. So I figured you'd like that. And some white rice.
It's actually quite nice.
I knew you'd enjoy that one. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go enjoy this meal.
Oh.
Perfectly steamed jasmine rice.
Yeah.
Coconut curry. Or green curry and coconut soup.
Mm.
Tell me, how is it? How's this green curry? Tell me.
I don't know, I'll have a look and see now. Hopefully it's not too hot. It's coconutty.
Coconutty? What's it taste like? What are the spices?
Lemongrass.
Well, but this is what brings me peace, I would say. Does this bring you peace?
Right here, right now, yes, it does. Yeah, nature does that to me. And it's doing it in that moment now. Yeah, sunsets are magical.
What's the magic that it shares with you?
It's what it gives. Yeah. It shows you what it gives. It's power, it's warmth, it's bright, it's light, it's life. Yeah, and we can almost, in the corner of our eye, like look at it. We can finally, and I see it, becomes a vision. Yeah, but it's everything. It's life.
This is what it's about.
What do you think it is about cannabis that connects? Or how would you describe it?
I think once you have the awareness to see nature, the cannabis naturally finds a way into your life. And then you start to see it from a different perspective or a different lens. It's all, once you see how nature is, you just sit with it. It's all working in some miraculous way. And if that was created and put here and grew naturally for us to breathe in or digest, then it must be for some miraculous reason.
Yeah, that's true. It's an interesting thought.
Cool.
Makes sense. Sure. Yeah. So do you think that there's a common like denominator between all plant medicines? A common source?
Yeah, I think there's multiple levels to that answer. Keep it fresh in your mind, because I might ask you to repeat it. Yeah, all plant medicines serve as a way to teach, to awaken an individual to the loops they're living in, and to gently lead them to a new way of life. And is there a common source or a common Yeah, I think all plant medicines and our relationship to them and how we became aware of them has been largely guided, if you will. So I think there's a deeper source of connection that has led humans or primates, Neanderthals, whatever, to these medicines. Because it's a very intelligent thing to do, but it's also a very risky thing to do. There's millions, billions of probably species of plants. So how would you know? How would you even find it? Unless there's a place where like plants were growing wild. I mean, some plant medicines, yeah, but I think some plant medicines led to other plant medicines. You know, the awareness of one sparked the finding of all others.
Yeah.
With an awareness and with that guidance.
So what do you think is the first? What's the first in line? What sparked it?
The mushroom. The spores. I believe the spores were here before. The spores were here until the conditions were right for the mushroom to show itself. So the mycelium was here. That's the intelligence of all of this. You know, all of this communicates with each other. The trees, everything is communicating with each other through the underground network. And the brain of that underground network is the mycelium. It's like the connection between all of this. That's why you can like cut down this tree and like these trees have an awareness of it. So that's nature speaking to us. So when you look at this and you look at the way the water flows and the birds sing and how it all balances perfectly together. That's what we are, and that's what we've been invited to remember. Especially if we connect with that underground intelligence. That sometimes in the right conditions show itself. But yeah, I believe that's what led to.
What's the source of the spores?
The source of the spores is space. The spores, the intelligence behind it's the secret intelligence behind nature. Because it makes this esoteric concept of like, well, trees communicate with each other and like all this type of random stuff, like nature's alive and it's teaching us, or yeah, once you understand like there's a brain, little like parts of that brain shoot up so you can connect to it, and as above so below. That brain is what connects you to space. It's from space. The spores populated it. And I'm sure the spores are on all different other planets too. And they're just waiting for the right conditions. Be it now, be it millions or billions of years from now, or be it never. Because that spore that's over there is connected to this spore that's over here. it's that intelligent. And what's the intelligence behind the spores? That's for one to find out if they're called to it.
Exhalation. Press your arm against your knee to help you twist further.
Okay, so our plan is we're gonna take some bikes to a cave. Have this Peter Pan look. Pants have a Peter Pan feel. Ooh, you want to take me to Neverland, huh? You want me to go to Neverland, huh?
You want to be one of the lost boys?
Oh my god, one of them? Holy shit, where the other boys lost at? So the train ride we took, what was your most favorite part of the train ride? And what was the most annoying?
My favourite part of the train was the ladies coming up and selling food.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some nice... What did I get? Pomelo? Did I get pomelo?
Yeah, you got pomelo.
I got pomelo and boiled eggs with like sweet soy sauce. Yeah, but there was like every stop was like people getting on and selling stuff.
Yeah.
That was my favourite bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that it was like 2 seats on either side of the railway coach.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 2 really long seats and there was lots of space in between you. So it's like you could stretch out. It was just so, I mean, you get a place that's like right next to the door where people put their luggage and you can just like stick your luggage there and just have no one next to you. Mm-hmm. So it's like you're on the end. Yeah, and it's quite spacious. I liked it. We went in the morning because it was cool, because by the time we got there it was starting to get warm. So it was like, oh, the afternoon train would have been a little bit warm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked the whole trip. I was pretty happy. Sitting opposite you as well, so I could look at you rather than next to you.
Yeah.
Being able to sit opposite. So I'd recommend that. That was good. There's a lot to like about that train ride.
Hmm.
Yeah, 4 hours went pretty quick. I did a little bit of work, about an hour of work, something like that. So that was nice to do that.
Yeah, I must have been sleeping during that time. Was I sleeping? I felt like I was sleeping a bit during that train ride. Maybe it wasn't.
Maybe you closed your eyes for a bit, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that you could just like, we almost missed our stop, train started going, and then you could just tell the like conductor that, you know, this was our stop, and he'd like radio and stop the train for us. It was like, that was cool. And get off. Yeah, it was easy. It was easy. Like you thought about the history of that, the line, if you kind of know a little bit about it and the Vietnam War and what that train line was about, you kind of just like see some of the rocks that you're going through that where people would have to have like hand kind of like picked their way through like a small hill, and which is just like rock to be able to make the railway. So just little things like that were pretty cool, like in a reflective kind of way. But yeah, that was only it. Yeah, there was a lot there.
Thank you very much.
I don't want to take that much.
That was good. Thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. Whoa, she just did that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. This happens, man. She's always looking for her phone. She's like, where's my phone? I can't. Oh, it's right there underneath the pillow. Where do you always put it? You're always hiding your phone underneath the pillow.
What?
You're always hiding it underneath the pillow.
I don't get that.
Why did she do that? Guys, can you comment and say
I
why
don't
she
hide
hides
it under my pillow.
pillow?
You know what?
Hides
I
phones
just
with
don't
her
want to
pillows?
see it, right?
Oh,
Because
okay.
it just like lights up and it's like,
Oh.
fuck, I don't even want to get distracted by it. That's why I'm putting my do not disturb on now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do you see her facial reaction? Is she lying or not? Let's see. Now we go for a nice bike ride.
All right, this is nice.
Let's
This is
go.
perfect weather. Oh, do you have any cash on you?
No, I didn't bring my... Do we need
Oh.
cash to go to the cave?
Well, no, but we might want to get something from the shop on the way back.
What shop? There's no
It's a
shops
shop.
there.
I told you. It's a shop.
We're gonna have lunch here. What kind of shop do you...
Okay.
What do you want to get?
Nothing. Just in case. I don't know.
Let's just ride the bike, and if it's worth it, we'll take the bike back.
Okay.
Unless you want to go get my phone.
I can get your phone if you want.
You can go get my phone. It's on the...
It's up to you, man.
Yeah, it's on the... You know where my phone is. It's next to my computer.
Yeah.
She's gonna go get the phone. Don't say anything crazy, because my mic is picking you up. So guys, if you guys hear anything, that's because it's her mic. There she is. She's back.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sit. All right.
There you go. You were nice.
There you go. I'm just testing it. Yeah, I don't know if I can actually ride beyond this point.
What'd you say?
I'll have to see if there's like a place for me to ride along the road.
Yeah, stay on the left-hand side. Or stay closest to like the dirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to like ride in the dirt. Riding on the road would be a bit. Could be risky.
Yeah, you stay in this lane.
In the walking lane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a little shop there.
Dog's chilling. Yep. Nice little temple in the back, eh? How you
Looks
doing?
pretty cool.
What's that? Yeah. Cat
Oh,
chilling.
the cat chilling.
It's a little territorial. Hey, buddy. Check that out. You see the pomelos? There's one right there on the floor. There's one right there. Pretty cool. Okay, so we made it to the cave. You give me your bike, I'll carry it up there. Or to like the stairs or something.
Oh yeah. You can like wheel it over.
There you go. We'll just wheel it now?
Yeah. Must go up those stairs to the right.
Correct. Let's do it over there. We'll put it next to the Buddha so no one takes it. I would assume it's like putting a bike next to a cross. It makes someone think twice, especially when it's unlocked. There you go. Done. All right.
Yeah, the
let's
Buddha's
go.
gonna watch out.
How you feeling back there, babe?
Good.
All right.
Counting in the tens.
Then we keep going. This is a nice trek.
All this, it's just bamboo.
Yeah, this is bamboo.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So shady. Lets in the light. It's like filtered.
I don't know what we're going to be coming up on, but we'll be coming up on something. Mostly it's cave. Let's see.
Coming here wasn't just a change of location. It was a quiet decision to step beyond what's familiar. Leaving comfort behind, we moved toward nature. And in doing so,
This is the cave.
nature moved us inward. Each step into the wild mirrored a step into deeper parts of ourselves we don't often visit when life feels easy or predictable. This cave became a symbol of that journey. Entering it felt like entering the unseen, the still, ancient spaces within the earth and within our own being. In the darkness, there was clarity. In the silence, truth. What we explored here wasn't just stone and shadow, but depth, courage, and presence. By daring to go deeper into nature, we found ourselves going deeper into who we are.
Oh. Oh.
It's a little cave in there.
Oh. This is like the beginning of an X-Files plot. Something comes out of the cave and like snatches me or something. It's a great place to play the singing bowls. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Down in there.
This is a big cave.
There's stuff up there?
Yeah, it's like a whole nother space.
Let me see.
Hellfire Pass is not just a place you walk through. It is a place that walks through you. Carved by human hands under an unforgiving sun, this passage through the mountain holds the memory of suffering, endurance, and unbreakable spirit. Prisoners of war once stood here with nothing but crude tools, hollowed eyes, and a will to survive. By night, the glow of torches lit the stone like fire, giving the pass its name. A vision so haunting, it felt as though the earth itself was burning with grief and resolve. The cave and the cut rock are sacred not because they are gentle, but because they are honest.
there's like little pods to it. Yeah. Oh wow, that's a great shot.
Time has softened the edges, but it has not erased the truth. This land remembers every step, every fall, every moment a human chose to keep going when giving up would have been easier. The cave is not empty. It is filled with echoes, not of voices, but of intention. Sweat, tears, and resolve soaked into the rock, turning it into something alive. When you enter, the air feels thicker, as if the past still lingers just beneath the surface, asking to be acknowledged. There is a gravity here that pulls you inward, away from noise, away from distraction, toward a deeper listening. The heaviness you feel is not darkness, it is reverence. It is the accumulated weight of lives that endured unimaginable hardship without losing their humanity. And within that weight lives purity, a purity that comes from truth, unfiltered, from suffering that did not ask to be beautiful, yet became sacred simply by being survived.
Stairs over there. That's the area here. This is a great place to bring the singing bowls.
What's over there?
Another big section back there is a section 2. The stairs go down and it leads to over here.
Bring an offering.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to be relaxing after that walk. That was pretty long. How long do you think that was? About like 5 kilometers?
Yeah, about 20-minute walk.
That was good. That was really nice. Caves are always nice and cool. Temperature. Feels like an earth home. This would be like a steady temperature inside it.
That would be nice.
Now, we're making our way back. That kind of reminds me of North Carolina, those mountains in the back. Smoky Mountains are a little more layered, a lot more green. Let's go. It's easier coming down than going up for sure.
Wow, there's been a lot of... There's some sort of history with
Yeah.
so during World War II, This area was used during the construction of the Thai-Burma Railway, built under Japanese direction, using Allied prisoners of war and forced labour. Captive Cave, or Kasei Cave, is widely described as a place where POWs stayed, rested and sheltered, including for protection from bombing raids.
Wow.
So it's one of the tough sections of the railway build, and it's got a connection to the POW camps along this route. But today it's also a small Buddhist worship spot. Yeah. But not under the best conditions. There must be the POWs at work, maybe? Over there? The POWs at work, maybe?
No, the POWs are over here.
Are they?
They're on this side.
Oh, right, yeah.
They have them all over here too. People visiting the cave with the sun, the train.
Like building stuff. Shit.
Please like this video if you enjoyed it, share, subscribe, and hit the notify bell so you can be alerted to our next adventure.
Let's get one more nice breath of fresh air and take this in one more time.